I'm hooked on a Come and Get Your Love Radiohead 90s Beastie Boys song. James Gunn just found his iPod in his mom's attic and said, "This is the soundtrack."
I want a Zune.
Zune is in too?
No, I know. I want a Zune, though.
Oh, like
they
in real
really
life.
showed it a lot, and I missed the Zune.
Is that what he has at the beginning? Rocket has the Zune, and then he has the iPod at the end, right? Or
No, it's a Zune still.
the shuffle?
Yeah.
The iPod that he's using at the very end?
It's not iPod. Zunes look just like iPods.
Oh, I thought it was because it was 2000. It was supposed to be like the iPod, like the original fucking thing.
No, Zune had a really similar...
Oh, fuck. Why
You
was
know,
it just the same thing then?
It's just Microsoft's version of Apple's.
Oh. Well, they're supposed to upgrade the thing every time.
Mm.
Like, it's a Walkman in the first one. It's a Zune in the second one.
I guess I have to rewatch that.
I think it's an iPod in this one. At the very end?
Yeah, I know when he goes to the 2000s, but I
Yeah.
thought it's just the music he had on because earlier.
And when then he's using the, like, they use, like, the dock and, like, the med bay or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
There's, like...
The Zune had that, too.
Fucking that shit's an iPod. You can't convince me anything else. I can't suspend my disbelief for that not to be
No
an
one
iPod.
bought a Zune.
Yeah, no one bought a Zune. That shit was an iPod, believe me. Anyway, we're not debating Zune versus
It's
iPod.
the Guardians
Yeah.
of the Galaxy 3 review. And then we kicked some music in.
We did it. It's fucking opening weekend. Yeah, to Beastie Boys, No Sleep Till Brooklyn. I texted Bean right after the theater. I'm like, how did we get Chris Pratt in the same year with two different movies, but both having the same Beastie Boys song? One in space
Maybe that's in his
and one not.
Maybe that's in his deal.
Yeah, he has to have
It's gotta be
a No Sleep Till Brooklyn. Does that play in Jurassic Park at all? Jurassic World? Does No Sleep Till Brooklyn play?
It's funny you say that. There's that one part in the movie. By the way, spoilers. We're gonna get into it.
Well, we got to give them a little bit of time before we just go right into spoilers or nobody's going to watch.
I was just saying spoilers, but
yeah.
When Mantis, there's a scene where she's with those big creatures.
Yeah,
you know,
where she has
she
to
starts
mind
doing
control
the
things.
Jurassic World with her hand, and I was dying.
Yeah.
And I was like, don't do that.
Well, they always do that trope where like it's touching. She's going to like control
Right,
the
but
big
she almost
monster.
did the Chris Pratt.
Almost,
raptor.
yeah. Almost, yeah.
It'll be okay.
There's always that trope where the monster just like eats the fucking,
Mhm.
you know. I'm like, don't do it. And they did it, and I'm like, okay, James Gunn knows better.
Yeah.
Yeah. He puts jokes in every fucking 10 scenes, but he pulls back when needed, I guess.
Yeah,
you know?
no, this was probably his best. It might be his best movie as far as like direction goes.
The
I
movie
thought.
gets going pretty fucking
Pretty
quick.
fast.
They don't give you a lot of time to settle in because they just give you the Christmas special.
Yeah,
like, that
you're
was
like-
your warm up to this.
That was like a
Yeah.
week ago in this
Yeah.
timeline.
Yeah,
So
pretty
they're
much.
still like decorating and putting things up in the city, and everybody's having a jolly time.
Oh yeah, they're still like trying to build nowhere, and I love the payoff of them using that as the base
Mhm.
because it's like from the fucking first one, and they go to there and Infinity War and all that,
Yeah,
where it's like
let's
blown
get
up,
into
I
it.
guess. So like they probably just fixed it all.
Yeah.
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 No, I love this movie. I love the Guardians roster. Like currently, like well, not at the end of this movie. Obviously, it changes, but like it's good. Mantis definitely adds a lot to the fucking team from not having been really a part of the team. In the
Right.
second
I
one.
think
Yeah,
the
and
Christmas
Nebula.
special helped a lot
Yeah.
with Mantis.
Yeah, definitely. And there's like the Kevin Bacon references and
Yep.
like the Christmas special. Like spoilers for the Christmas special. Mantis is like Peter Quill's like sister or
Right.
some.
And they go
shit.
right into it.
They
like,
go right
remember,
into it.
that's your brother.
Yeah,
that's your
but
sister.
he doesn't listen to me. Fart, fart. Yeah,
Right.
romp, romp. Yeah, and we get Cosmo and Kraglin. Yeah, no, I'm all for it. Sean Gunn, his brother,
He's
did
great.
the voice of Young Rocket, who I thought,
And he does the mocap for Rocket.
and he does the mocap for Rocket, which I thought was fucking the voice of the dude who played Young Rocket, which I didn't know was Sean Gunn. Fucking was amazing. You know what I mean? Because he's like, he does like the voice. It's Baby Rocket basically. He's like the Pistons is and the violence
Hey, it's
is
so
and we just
weird.
gotta fixes the stuffses.
yeah.
We gotta get into the my heart was ripped out yesterday.
Right. It was.
It was bad.
You didn't need. And again, we said spoilers at the top.
Spoilers. We're going to heavy
Nobody-
spoilers. Yeah.
Nobody.
We liked it. Go see it.
Nobody dies.
No, none of the Guardians die.
Even on screen, the big bad doesn't die.
No,
So which is good.
which is good.
Thank God.
But they introduce other characters that do totally biff it.
Did you see what's his name from Superstore?
Yes, and I couldn't unsee it, you fucking asshole. And I probably wouldn't have recognized them unless you said
I'm
anything.
like, I know him. When he does it, goes, he does it one laugh. I'm like, oh, no way. And I only know because I just started watching Superstore.
Yeah.
I'm like, God damn it.
I like the plot of the movie where, like, Rocket gets taken out pretty early. Well, Adam Warlock shows up.
The opening fight is so much better
And,
than
like,
Guardians 2's opening fight.
Basically kicks all their ass.
Just
destroys
and then
them.
Nebula goes full, like,
Yeah.
Thor and just shoves the thing right through his
Yeah.
chest. Oh, man.
I definitely got, there's, like, the part where, like, Groot's head gets ripped off. He's, like, walking around like a spider. It's like little branches come off and he's, like, walking around. But it's, like, practical. It, like, looks like some
The
Tim
CG
Burton
was
fucking
amazing.
Yeah, it
in
looks
this
really
movie.
fucking good. Groot, I think, has never looked better. Honestly,
Groot looked awesome.
Finally we get him from Teen Groot. I hated that shit.
Yeah.
Where he's like baby Groot, and then like in Infinity War he's like teenager playing the fucking.
I'm Groot.
Stop. I
Yeah,
hate
now
it.
we got like
Yeah.
your age Groot.
Yeah, now he's
Rage
like-
Groot.
Rage, yeah. Yeah. No, fucking. There was so much payoff of like them like being a team and like actually working together. Like even when they like sected off, like
Well,
at
because
times they like split up, like because the plot would just like split them
they got to
up.
split them up.
Yeah, right. So it's like, Star-Lord and fucking Groot, and Groot's like launching all his arms and like
That part where they I told you.
spraying all
Yeah.
around and shit.
And then they do like the move and then
He,
the
like,
branches
shoots under
lift
his
up.
crotch.
Yeah. Yeah. The movie was shot so beautifully.
Yeah.
There's a couple one shots that just go.
There's a
and you're
couple.
Like,
Yeah.
the rocket beginning is all this
one
long
shot. I
one
noticed
shot,
that.
and I'm
Yep.
like, this is crazy.
Yeah. Where he's just like humming along to the fucking Radiohead song. Yeah. Bradley Cooper needs to come back as fucking. That's just a voice acting role. So
I
like,
think he's not going anywhere.
No. I think we'll totally get him as
Yeah.
especially after that end credits.
whole thing
which
was-
we'll get into in another video, but the comedy was very good. James Gunn normally is either hit or miss, mostly
Yeah, the
from
movie
scene to
was-
scene. Yeah,
That's
It
what
was-
I mean. Like it might
it
have
was
been
really
his
funny.
best.
it was really funny. From the Nathan Fillion cameo to Gamora dropping a deuce for a minute
Like
and a half.
whistling while
Yeah,
she's
she's like-
tapping on the floor. like,
She's like whistling or humming like the trailer song or whatever. Yeah, and then you just hear like, and then like a flush.
yeah, she drops the toilet paper because
Yeah.
the alert goes off or whatever.
So dumb. Unnecessary. Completely unnecessary. But so fucking funny.
No, but it's like a
Yeah.
real element.
But it's
because
real.
they're like
Yeah.
they really
course.
have to poop.
Yeah.
Like what superhero movie did they stop and show them I gotta poop. I gotta go take a deuce in the middle of this mission.
It shouldn't be that funny, but it's
Because
like
it never happens.
it's in the middle of like this movie where you're getting Rocket's origin with all
He's
his
dying.
best friend animals who are like so fucked up and deformed. Like
They're just sweet.
we're gonna get a bunny. We're gonna mutate it. We're gonna give it fucking spider robot legs and then also murder it. I'm like,
We're gonna
what?
build up the.
You didn't tell me it was Ninja Turtles, by the way. They make a Ninja Turtle in this movie.
It's pretty close looking.
It's a Ninja
Yeah,
Turtle.
It looks.
That's fucking Toka or whatever from the Secret of the Ooze movie with the snapping turtle. It gets turned or whatever. So the High Evolutionary wants to create the perfect society, and like Rocket's a genius, so he thinks like animals are the
He's
way.
the only
right?
one out of all the creatures
Who, like,
created that
solved
has
this
like
thing.
free
like-
thought for being able to
Sure.
invent.
Yeah. Like
The rest of them are
right.
just smarter animals,
Just because he
basically.
programmed
Right.
them to be. Yeah.
But
they
Rocket
can't-
like gets it.
They can't. That's the scene where he's like, "How did you know
Yeah.
that? I made you." That's me yelling at my fucking computer whenever I fucking make a video game. I go, "I created you. How do you know?"
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. When he fucking grabs him by the head, I'm like, I want to kill you. I'm like, I want to kill you. Fuck you. Don't hurt my baby. Like, oh my god. Like, the fucking animals in this movie, man, just rip your fucking heart out.
It does.
When they're all giving each other names.
Yeah.
Like, fuck you. Stop.
I'm thieves.
Thieves, 'cause mine are big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why all of us have thieves?
I thought he was going to go wheels. Not even as like a joke, but I mean, he's got wheels. They're as big as his teeth. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, it's a heartstring. You don't need.
why do you got to
Anybody
rip an
to
otter's
die.
arms off and give it robot arms? What is that?
Rob-
How does that
It's a
improve?
robot.
But how does that?
Got him.
But how does that? He's like trying to build this perfect society, so he mutilates these fucking animals by giving them spider robot legs and giant fucking motorcycle wheels.
Well, they kind of make it like he's some kind of alcoholic-y on drugs because they're like his treatment. But he comes in, he's like staggering all the time,
he's
and
like
he's
off
like
his meds or some
off his
shit,
meds.
right?
Like I think he's just like I'm gonna screw with things to screw with things.
Okay, he's just like hyper intelligent,
right?
Like cursed with knowledge, almost kind of thing. Like he's not, in his point of view, he's not a bad guy.
Which is
even though he's
that
eradicating
Star-Lord speech. Like
planets.
I swear to God, if I have to hear another monologue from someone's mom who didn't love them about.
I love it's a trap. He's like, it's not a trap if the one being trapped knows it's a trap.
Yeah.
It's a face-off. So fucking, there's so many of those like dumb fucking one-liners. Let's talk about Adam Warlock a little bit. We touched on
I loved
Will
Adam Warlock.
Poulter, I think is the actor's name who plays him from what's that movie where they go on the vacation?
Meet the
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, with Jason Sudeikis and
yeah, what the fuck is
Jennifer
that?
Aniston.
Oh my god, I hate it. I hate that I don't. Schmitz or some. It's like Meet the Fockers. No, that's not it. I don't know. Anyway, so they shove Adam Warlock in this movie because the Sovereign were in the last one.
Do you like how they tied that together though? Because
at
first they're like he sent someone to come get Rob. I'm like, that's not why Warlock. And then they're like, oh, okay, and he created all of them. Okay,
yeah, he like creates the Sovereign, so they're basically like have to do whatever he says.
So now it all makes sense.
And they want to fuck with the Guardians anyway, so they're like, it's a mutual thing. Yeah, but then Adam Warlock is like, but then the Sovereign have to get Rocket before.
Otherwise, he's gonna
his
kill
own
all
people
of them.
do. Otherwise, he's just
which he
murder
does,
them,
and he blows them all up
does.
and kills them all. So now you got.
Oh my god! But Adam Warlock doesn't have the Soul Stone.
He just has a stone.
He just has a rock in his fucking head, which I don't think they even should have done that.
That could come back to be like maybe it's a you know, it is an Infinity Stone or something. It just wasn't active because of X, Y, or Z.
Gem.
Something. Yeah, I could see them.
Sure, but without Soul Stone, without Thanos. He's really just like a gold guy in a red suit,
really strong,
with a gem in his head.
Right.
He's space Superman.
He's space Superman.
He's space Superman, literally. Like he has all the powers, heat vision, fucking.
But he's not like he can be killed.
Yeah.
Way more easier than Superman killed.
Oh, that's
like,
true. He doesn't have like
Nebula just goes like blah blah. Yeah.
But he can like breathe in space and shit.
But he's kind of like Captain Marvel.
Okay, he's Captain Marvel.
He's male Captain Marvel, pretty much.
Yeah. And without the Soul Stone, he is male Captain Marvel. Like literally. Like
he doesn't have laser blasting powers, but he's.
Does he not? Does he not shoot a thing?
No, I don't think he. He covers him with like an aura when he's
any eye beams,
ass.
nothing. No laser fingers or something. He doesn't shoot a fucking laser at his belly button or something. I don't know.
No, they seem to portray him as like super speed though. They did a lot of long shots with him going like 8 trillion miles an hour.
I don't think he has super speed. I think he can fly really fast.
That's what I mean.
A big difference.
That scene where he's like trying to get to his mom because he knows she's
like
dead.
Ass.
It's like out of the Matrix when Neo's like Trinity and goes and everything's blowing by. Yeah. That's what it reminded me of.
No, they go to I want to talk about Orgosphere. So they have to get this basically key code for Rocket's like biotech so they can heal him because
there's
in the beginning Adam Warlock basically takes him out because he has to get him to the
and they
High
can't be
Evolutionary.
fixed because there's like proprietary locks
like
on his heart
like,
or whatever
medical shit or whatever, so they can't just heal him, so they have to get this like key basically
the
key
MacGuffin.
Code, the MacGuffin, but not a MacGuffin though. I like that it's like
because it kind of went.
It's not really an object they're trying to get. It's like
information.
Data, information. Right. I always like that.
Informative
when it's not like
MacGuffin.
Yeah. And Rogue One, they're not getting the model of the Death Star. They're getting the plans.
Right.
You know. So it's like I always like when it's not. We got to get the gem to the Rock of Eternity to put it in the staff of the wizard so we can resurrect whatever. Fucking who gives a shut the fuck up. Yeah. But Orgosphere is this like living planet, but not ego, but a living, alive, fucking giant.
It's kind
organism.
of alluded to that he is trying to grow a what are the gods?
A celestial.
It's kind of like he found
a Unicron. No.
Yeah, well, because it's almost like that. It's like he's growing some kind of space creature and taking their parts and doing.
I didn't even think about that.
If you look at Eternals, how they had all the information and those weird. It's built exactly the same, but with bio. So it's like he's trying to, because he thinks he's a god,
Interesting.
and he's trying to basically build himself a god suit.
Galactus? Okay. He's purple.
There's a lot of purple going
He's
on.
purple.
A lot of purple.
He's purple.
He's wearing Kang's suit.
Yeah.
90% Kang's suit.
Mm-hmm. Without the green.
Yeah, it's just all
Yeah.
purple, and it looks awesome.
It looks better than King's suit.
That's because there's not...
Yeah.
There's CGI, of course, obviously. A lot of this takes place in space, but the special effects in this movie are like...
So fucking good.
The first couple phases of Marvel.
So
like,
good.
where it's not a lot, and when it's used the
That's
way
what I'm
that
saying.
it
when
should
they're like
be used.
all in the suits floating down to
Mantis can never get
Orgosphere?
straight.
Okay.
It's so funny.
I want to talk about the reoccurring bit, but we'll get to Orgosphere and
It's
Nathan
so
Fillion.
funny.
But there's a reoccurring bit every time
Mantis-
Mantis falls.
She's
Every
always-
time she's like
She's
in a
opposite
zero
of a
gravity
cat.
position.
She's
yeah.
she lands on her neck,
She
her
always
back.
lands on the worst way possible on her neck, and it, like whenever the like
So
a trapdoor
funny.
comes out, everybody else lands on their feet, and Mantis sits upside down.
It's low key too.
Head first.
No one acknowledges it. She just makes like a whimper noise and then gets up, and it's like I was wondering if you were gonna catch that.
I
Like,
love
when they're
that.
floating down and everybody's jumping, and then
She's,
she's just like
fucking sideways.
twirling behind them all. It's so funny. And even when they land, it cuts to her and she's coming in backwards.
Falls.
It's so good.
Yeah. No, I love the reoccurring bits in this fucking in this movie. And the songs too. Oh my god! Literally, when they're floating into the organic thing, Orgosphere, like the song, the trailer song plays, and it's like, fucking A, dude.
It's
yeah,
so
I'm
good.
all about this shit. Yeah.
They hit you with the Ravengers, like the Ravengers are there to kill him, and then
Yeah.
it's like, no, we're here to help you, for a price, because that's
Yeah.
how they are.
Mm-hmm. And then it's like the twist. We get like Gamora's like
Actually
gonna help
is
them.
family at the end, and they
Yeah.
all hug her and they're loving on
Yeah.
her and they're giving her nuggies and
Yeah,
stuff.
I'm
And
like,
you're like,
all right,
so she has a family.
cool, yeah. But then it's also cool with the Guardians
Yeah,
too. By the
that's-
end of the movie,
So you
yeah.
can. That's why she was saying in media they should recast her, because now you can. You can just put someone else in that makeup and you pop her in whenever you need.
Oh god! Oh my
a
god!
cameo,
yeah. Oh my god!
quick,
Yeah.
I still think
yeah,
she
yeah,
comes
yeah.
back for Secret Wars, but
Oh, for Secret Wars, yeah.
I think
definitely.
everybody does.
Yeah. Stallone will be in Secret Wars. Fucking mark my words, okay?
He's still alive and
Yeah.
kicking. Yep.
Do you think it's funny that we'll get to Orgosphere and Nathan Fillion? I'm going to say that every 5 minutes. Sylvester Stallone wasn't in the Rocky movie this year,
But he was in the Guardian.
but he was in a sci-fi Guardians of the Galaxy movie in full costume. Like, how fucked is Rocky that your main fucking Rocky wasn't in the Rocky movie? Like, go fuck yourself.
I mean, hey
I
man,
thought
even
about
in the
that. I'm like,
70s,
Stallone showed up for
I
Guardians.
was gonna say you get to be
like-
an MCU guy.
Yeah.
And like an OG Guardian.
yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
That's awesome.
They go like the space wizards, and they did like portals.
I
and
need
shit.
I need some expanding on that.
There's an entire comic book run where Doctor Strange magic is dead on Earth, and so he like goes to Tony Stark, and Tony Stark builds him a spaceship, and Doctor Strange shoots off to space and immediately crashes on a fucking planet because he doesn't know anything about technology.
Because he's a surgeon,
But
not a.
then they find space magic, and it's like actually powerful, more powerful.
Well, I was gonna say
than-
the red guy
Yeah.
who was doing the
Yeah.
the holes
Yeah,
looks
yeah,
like
yeah.
somebody from Doctor Strange.
I think he is.
Okay.
I think he's supposed to be, or he's in Guardians 2 maybe.
Or he's like
in
the,
the
same
background.
species
Yeah.
as some people that are at the
Some of
at
the-
whatchamacallit.
I think they're from what the fuck is the fire demon in Thor Ragnarok? They're like in that like hell world. That's one of like
okay.
the 9 realms. I think those guys are supposed to be from like the
Okay.
fire 9 realms or
Gotta
whatever.
look that up.
So
Little
of
disclaimer
course
on
they
the
can
screen.
Yeah.
They were
Be
totally
sure to
wrong.
Google Red Guy and Guardians 3. New rock stars will fucking tell you. That's not our job. Anyway. Orgosphere, the organic planet, they mine into it, they get in, the fucking trash in the suit bit is funny.
Mhm.
Nathan Fillion comes in, and they
He
have this
kills
whole
it.
discussion. They go, whoa, man, what are you doing? Fucking, we're here doing a job, and you're just interrupting
Sorry,
us.
we got one of these guys, and then he's like, I feel you.
I got one of those too. Yeah.
And then he does it again later.
There's like, so Nathan Fillion comes on screen, and he's like telling a story or whatever, and then he's like, yeah, so the Sector 9 on a 4-Goth 12, and the other guy's like, oh, fucking 4-Goth 12, right? And I just made that up.
Yeah.
So.
I know. I thought you said something
I thought
else.
he said something else. So fucking funny. Nathan Fillion did not need to be in this movie.
No, but he
was
killed it.
Fucking hilarious.
He was like
yeah.
corporate Star-Lord.
Like they bait you, bro. Literally, when the fight in Orgosphere, when shit's
Oh,
going
like
down,
Batista's dead. Or
Batista's
Drax
dying.
Is dead.
Drax is fucking going
He's
to
like,
die.
run, and he never says run.
Yeah.
And he's just
like
getting blasted.
burning a hole
Yeah.
through his fucking chest. Like, what? Oh my god, the fucking Mantis fighting.
There's like 11 fake outs.
Mantis fighting is the greatest fucking thing
She's
I've
great.
ever seen. Yeah, she like,
stole the
"Dance.
movie.
You're a monkey. You're a kitty cat.
Yeah.
Meow."
Rage.
Yeah.
On the
Fuck, man. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I like that Orgosphere fight. It was definitely cool. The fake out with like Gamora trying to like basically fucking murder everybody, and Star-Lord's like,
there was a lot of fake outs.
Yeah. A lot of
Like
fake
almost
outs.
every character got a you're dead.
I think in an original draft somewhere
somebody
dies. Somebody dies. Drax, I don't know. Rocket, I don't know. I don't know. Somebody dies.
I thought,
Guaranteed.
even though the new trend is to fake out and then kill the character right after, I figured Rocket was unkillable. That he spent 70% of the movie in a coma to bring him back, to
By
have
the
him
end, you're not
die.
gonna murder him.
Like, why would you kill him? That's
there was a point in the
tormenting.
movie where you go, everyone's safe. Nobody will die in this movie. Like, not because the plot like tells you, but you're like, no, this is fine.
Narratively, the only one that made sense dying would have been Star-Lord at the end.
Right.
When they do that.
When they do because
he never learns this lesson and he went back
dead.
for the stupid MP3
The
player
iPod.
again.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like that narratively would have made sense. But then you got to birth Warlock to actually be a good guy. And that scene is funny as hell. The camera does the slow pan out and they're doing it's so good.
I needed to hold on it more because, like you said, maybe some people missed the joke. I don't think they gave it enough time to even for people.
I think that's why, though.
For even
it
people
was
to know
subtle,
it was a reference.
a subtle.
But it was almost like so much of a reference it wasn't. You know what I mean? Because it just was like that.
But that's what I liked
You know
about
what I
it.
mean?
It
Yeah,
was a real
right.
quick,
Yeah.
Hey, you know that painting?
Yeah, with Adam.
Yeah.
Ha 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 ha. Yeah, I got
And
it.
if we get it, but I feel like
Nobody else
no one in
did.
the theater got it.
No one else got
I'm like
it.
chuckling and clapping and looking around. I'm like,
Yeah, I kind of honestly for some of these movies, I like kind of wish I like had more people in the theater because like jokes would hit and it'd be one guy going, "Ha."
and that guy was you.
No, it was like literally like probably like 3 or 4 seats like in front of me on the row in front of me, and it was ha ha.
I get that one.
Nobody else in the theater is laughing, even though it's a really funny joke. You know what I mean? Like Gamora taking a shit, no laughs. I'm like, because people don't understand, I guess.
People don't.
You know,
they wanna
people don't
be
get
miserable.
it. I know. Yeah, people.
They just don't want to be
It was
happy.
very old people in the theater too, and like
I had
one guy with like
Some
2
old,
kids.
I had
Yeah.
like 2 80-year-old ladies walk in, and I'm pretty sure they were in the wrong movie because they laughed and then came back and
they
then
wanted
left
80
again.
for Brady, and they got Guardians 3.
They walked in late, like way late, when Adam Warlock's interrogating the guy. They walk right in as he burns him to death. And they're like looking at each other like, yeah, Tom Brady's really mean. Why is he gold? Yeah, like this isn't book club
Is that
2.
his mom? I thought his mom was dead.
Yeah, like what?
This isn't book club 2. No, overall, I think the movie was very strong. The bad guy was probably the best bad guy. Phase 4, Phase 5,
Yeah.
combined. Yeah, literally, way better
He
than
played
the King.
he played the King role, but even more unhinged.
But even more unhinged.
Like
he needs to be King.
He has
like,
no
yesterday.
emotion. He had no emotion.
No emotion.
Like, no, I'm God.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Now, well, it's like I don't even like whatever Jonathan Majors did or didn't do. I don't care, right? Whatever until that comes out confirmed 100%.
Oh yeah, we weren't talking about. You're not
whatever.
meaning it from that point of
No,
view.
no,
You
no.
mean from an acting point
Right.
of view.
It's like
And I thought he did great.
But Ant-Man though with this guy, miles ahead,
Mm.
light years ahead of what it would have been, what it is. You know what I mean? And Jonathan Majors killed it.
Yeah, but no.
This guy was so good as
Yeah.
the High Evolutionary. Yeah.
This
I don't
is-
even want to say his name because I'd butcher the fuck out
Yeah,
of
yeah,
it.
yeah.
So
I
I'm
can
not
see
even
it
gonna,
in my head,
yeah,
but I'm not saying
gonna.
it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna even try. No, from bad guy to characters to the end of the movie.
It's the best in the last 2 phases for sure.
act by
movies.
act too. The pacing is
Oh, it's on.
pretty
It's
fucking
on fire.
point. Yeah,
That's what I mean. Like the movie's just a good movie.
my problem was Rocket gets taken out pretty early, and it's like he's not in the movie, but it's just like he's in the movie through like flashbacks,
Right.
And like
But I
he's
like that.
basically light flashing before his eyes, like kind
Right.
of thing. Yeah, and they do the Harry Potter, Dumbledore train scene, where Harry.
You're not done, Harry.
yeah,
I mean, Rocket.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You can come with me, but not yet. Yeah. I love it.
had
And
to,
I'm
though.
balling, but
you
like,
had to,
fucking,
yeah.
you have to. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
We're not done. MCU's got a lot more money to make off that little raccoon. He ain't done yet. I'm not done doing what? Making us money.
Making money.
Then they show the CEO of Disney.
Get back to fucking work. Yeah. And he falls. Wow. Way to ruin a perfectly good scene, Us. Oh my God.
No, honestly, I would have to nitpick. I don't have any
I can
problems.
nitpick on a couple of
But I
the
don't have any
lines that were
problems
delivered. Yeah.
with the
but
movie.
no, other than the overall movie.
CGI is amazing.
Yeah.
The way it was shot is
It's also
insane.
it's long by the time you're at the end, and you're like off counter Earth and like on that spaceship, you're like, man, that Orgosphere shit was like forever
But it doesn't
ago.
feel-
But it doesn't feel
right,
like it was.
right.
It's like, man, that was like what, in a different movie? No, it's it was in this one. Yeah. But it's like not in a bad way. You know what I mean?
no, but
like
I can't place what makes it feel so much better. But the stakes, even though no one really dies, like Major, the stakes felt like in-game high because he's wiping out planets of
he's
people.
blowing up planets.
Like it isn't even a
He's
thing. Like I
destroying
don't care.
worlds. Yeah, so it almost felt bigger than
That's
Endgame.
It's
because it was
weird.
like more contained.
it's like a small but huge story.
Well, you can't
like what-
really like put in perspective. Like, well, he destroyed half the universe. Well, like I saw 10 people disappear. So like to me, 10 people died. You know
right,
what I mean?
but
Or
you
whatever,
literally
hypothetically,
you
yeah,
find
like,
they land on counter Earth and they find a family that's really nice,
this Bat family.
right? And they
Freaked
all
you out,
have
I
it
bet.
was fun, and they, and it's of the 80s. It's like clearly
Yeah.
they're in the 80s.
Yeah. And this, okay, so I loved this. High Evolutionary is trying to build the perfect society. He figured out like the data to build like these
Yeah, he said he
animal
went to
hybrid
Earth.
people.
Right. And
Yeah.
He, and he checked out
They
Earth,
have the
which
best
means he went
culture.
there in the 80s.
But he literally just makes Earth to the
Yeah.
point where it's like
It's Earth.
there's homeless people.
Yeah, they're
There's
drug
drug
dealers.
dealer
Yeah.
octopuses selling to perfect society doesn't include dudes
He's
with
like,
octopus
"You're right."
heads selling meth to guys with cockroach heads. I fucking love that line.
And the response is,
Yeah.
"You're right."
Right. And then it's like, that's why I have to blow it all up. And it's like, oh. And then he thinks he can just go do it again.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's fucking awesome. It's like, it's way more self-contained than Infinity War, where it's like, well, you destroyed half the universe.
Well, then
It's
they
like,
kind of
did he, though?
establish that this
Like,
guy's created countless civilizations across the universe.
right.
So like,
So he's like basically
kinda is a
God.
god.
Yeah, he's like basically God.
like he
like
picked
Nebula
up he
says
picked
that.
up where the
Like, yeah.
the whatchamacallit, I always forget the name. Not the people that are in charge of the Eternals. Why am I forgetting the
Oh, the Celestials?
Celestials?
Yeah.
Yeah, he basically wants to be a Celestial.
He's basically human Celestial.
Right.
That's why they could do Galactus. That's basically Galactus.
Yeah.
It's like a human turn or whatever. You know what I mean?
He comes
like,
back as Galactus. Would be pretty.
I'd be okay with that. He's pretty fucking menacing.
Because they said don't expect Galactus until after
Fantastic
Secret Wars. And
Oh,
all
no,
that.
yeah, for sure. I don't think Galactus is going to show up in Secret Wars. I think Galactus is the fucking end. Like the
I could see
ultimate
that.
end. You know what I mean?
They're
'Cause
going to
that's, like,
cross over and then Unicron's going to come.
everybody knows Galactus. You know what I
True.
mean? Everybody knows the Galactus.
Well, they're saying they're
you
pushing
know?
Doctor Doom and all that back. Like he's not. and
Okay.
guess what's leaked? It's probably going to be a period piece for Fantastic Four, like you were saying they should do like 2 years ago.
Oh, like back in time? Like in the 60s? Yeah.
Because the person they hired as the production guy did Sweeney Todd and some
And then
other,
they just
like,
get like fucking stuck in a time
and
warp.
they get pushed
and they,
here.
And they get shot in the 20s. And or the now
the
20s. Yeah,
nows.
yeah, fuck.
The-
But that'd be so
New
good.
roaring
because
20s.
then they would like act like they're from the 60s.
Hey,
You
we
know
get
what I
another
mean?
Captain America.
And then Reed Richards can be a misogynistic asshole to Sue Storm, and it makes sense because they're from the 60s. Yes.
So what's your score?
I think I said 8.5 out of 10. Honestly,
I think I have to pretty much agree with you on that.
I think that might be a bit generous, but I couldn't give it an 8. You know what I mean?
No,
because,
it's upper echelon MCU for sure.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
it's
yeah.
better than the second Guardians for sure. It might be better than the first outside
well,
of
the
them
first two
setting
Guardians.
up
This movie tries to set up that like Rocket's been the main character the whole time, and it's like,
the secret main character.
but he hasn't been though. It's Peter Quill is the main.
But that's why they say
character, though.
secret. Like
Right,
it's
I
like
know.
a mirror.
Yeah,
it's
but
a coin.
It's like, yeah, he's not the main character. It's like because Guardian starts
Well, 'cause-
and it's Star-Lord being abducted. 2 is about Star-Lord's dad. Rocket's barely in 2. You know what I mean?
Well, they
Like,
have
he's
that whole
fixing the ship or
yeah.
whatever,
He
like,
has a whole,
so.
but it's basically they're the same. They both have. They were both more or less abducted and abandoned.
Right, they
and
have the
tortured.
same story, both from
Right.
Earth. Yeah,
Yeah. So they're like the mirrors of each other.
people are criticizing like it would have been great to know if Rocket was from Earth the whole time. It's like
It was implied.
where else did you get raccoons? You
Yeah.
fucking
They
moron.
keep calling him raccoon.
What the fuck are you talking
it's
about?
a joke. He's a bear. He's a squirrel. He's a fox.
Jack
It's a-
Panda.
he's a- yeah,
Yeah,
you know, all these
I know.
jokes like Thor.
You got a mask on your face.
I'm Taves.
I'm Taves. I loved that scene.
The second
dude.
when they're all like sweet and funny, in like the first 10 minutes, I'm like, oh, they're all gonna die.
They're all gonna die.
That's God
Yeah.
damn it.
I
My
thought
name's-
maybe the
Because I
otter,
lay on the floor.
maybe the otter would have survived. Maybe.
Yeah, like he comes
because
back
she's
and
like a
gets
pretty
her.
important
Right.
character. Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I liked how it was just like on his ship too. It wasn't like some planet like they do like what is it, Half World or whatever in the
No, he
fucking
just flies
comics.
some gigantic
Just some
super
big
ship.
It's like the Eternals ship.
Yeah.
Just how much space do you need in the ship? Nah, you got it. You know what I mean?
9 Death Stars rolled into one.
Yeah. 9 Death Star cubes rolled into one
Yeah,
is what it was.
stacked on each other.
Yeah.
It's a Rubik's Cube
The
of
ship looked dope. Yeah. And we got our fucking mutated fucking animals at the
Terrigen
end.
Mist style.
All the like guys crawling on nowhere at the end, like the fleet or whatever.
Yeah.
Like almost
the
like
the Hellspawn.
yeah, it's almost like Chitauri kind of.
Yeah, it was weird.
Looked. Yeah, very Infinity or Avengers 1 almost. This was like Cosmic Avengers 1,
Kinda.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would have loved if on Counter Earth they were like in New York and they
They had like
circle.
the counter Avenger. Oh, that's funny.
but
And
they're
like
all
a wonky version of the
they're all, like,
Avengers
the
music plays.
animals or whatever.
Womp, 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 womp. Yeah.
Or you just make it the Guardians in the circle shot. You know what I mean?
Either way.
Yeah, and like New York. Also, they play No Sleep Till Brooklyn, not when they're passing the Statue of Liberty, flying through Brooklyn, but when they're in space.
Yeah. It was weird.
You were in Counter New York. What the fuck? Counter
I
York.
think it was just supposed to be because it was the attitude of the scene, and they're all supposed to be like, you know, rough, rugged, you know, no sleep till they beat this thing.
Sure.
And, you know.
Fine. Yeah.
But then the hallway scene comes in.
My
it's-
theory is he wanted Intergalactic, but because it was in Marvels, he couldn't use it. So he just hit shuffle on his Beastie Boys playlist and got
Girls.
no.
No. Brass. Nope. Drax monkey.
Drax.
Because he does I'm a monkey.
Oh
And
my
he
God.
does the robot.
I fucking.
Beep boop. Beep.
I
boop.
love Drax and I hate Drax, but because like Dave Bautista is
He
like
kills it so.
he didn't phone it in
hard.
either.
No.
Knowing it's his last one, he's like,
He-
holy fuck, Drax is actually really good in this movie. Yeah, like so better
You think I'm
than
dumb.
Yeah.
I'm not enjoying this defense.
the bit like Peter Quill's like fucking my best friend's dying, second best.
like yeah, even like the
Yeah.
most intense
Yeah.
scene.
Like Rocket's dying, like I gotta save my best friend. Second. He's like eating fucking the Zarg nuts or whatever. Yeah, I fucking
Yeah,
love
I
him.
wanted a Zarg nut, but they're all gone. And then he goes back to eating the Zarg nuts.
So
Say the
fucking
funny actually hits this time. It didn't
So
feel like
funny.
he wrote 1,000 jokes a scene.
No, he pulled back.
Yeah,
and when the
it's
jokes were there, they
amazing.
fucking hit.
And they hit.
Yeah.
Oh, so good. All right, we're done. We'll ramble on for forever. Go
Yeah.
see it.
Go watch it. Well, we're
Do
going
it.
to see it again probably. So fucking,
Yeah.
you got to
Do
go
it.
IMAX 3D. I'm telling you.
Yeah, you got
Fucking-
to see it. Yeah.
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 3D is great. IMAX was great. I didn't even pay attention to what scenes were in IMAX and weren't because maybe the whole thing was. I don't know.
Okay.
But typically they go from
Yeah, the boom, boom, boom. Yeah.
when it's in fight scenes, it it goes big. When it's not, it goes back to the wide. Yeah. Anyway,
And we got, you want to do a whole end game or a whole after credits?
I want to do the after credits because I mean
Endgame.
we can't get into that here. You know what I mean?
No, we've already done 90 minutes.
Yeah, it's longer than the movie. So yeah, end credits stuff. We're gonna talk about bigger implications and what this has for the MCU
Yeah,
and
I like it.
Phase 5's future and all that stuff. So tune in this week. It's Guardians heavy, baby. Go see the movie.